What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Weapon Collective. My name's Jeff and we are back in the Gat Cave, but today's video is going to be a little different, or a lot different perhaps, because I haven't done this on the channel yet. And what is that? Well, I have a product here that I was sent by a company, and I am going to offer a discount to any of the viewers that may be interested. Now, before I get into what this product is, it is irrelevant to the statement I'm about to make. And I was actually very torn. I went back and forth about doing this or not doing this, because I don't want this channel to be perceived as I'm trying to sell you something or anything like that. But I finally settled on doing it because the way I thought about it was, if there is somebody out there looking for said product and I have a discount code, I may be able to save you a couple bucks. Other than that, if you're not interested in it, great, and you don't have to. I'm not trying to sell it to you. I don't want to push anything on any of the viewers out there, but for those that may be interested, I was given an opportunity that might save you a couple bucks, and I thought I'd pass it along. That is, honest to God, why I'm doing this, and that is it. So what is this product? Well, it is a biometric safe, and we're going to take a look at it on the tabletop, but I just wanted to give a little of my opinion on biometric safes in general. So before we look at it, I just want to tell you, I think, what this thing is and what it is not, in my opinion. So what this thing is not is secure firearm storage that will prevent anyone from ever breaking in and stealing your gun. I think that any safe, no matter the size, with a few exceptions, given enough time, someone can get into that safe. For the most part, safes are a deterrent, right? And some safes need a lot more time than others. Biometric safes like this don't require all that much time, and they're small enough that they can actually just be picked up and taken away. So I don't think they're really great for that purpose, but what they are very good at, and what I use mine for, and I've been using this one recently, but I've had a biometric safe for a long time. I use it first and foremost as preventing my young kids from accessing my firearms and having an accident. That is the worst scenario of any scenario that I can think of. And I never want that to be a possibility. So if I don't have my gun on me at home, it is in my biometric safe. Now, it does a fantastic job of keeping my kids out. They can't get into it. It requires the fingerprint or a numerical code. And I don't think they're cracking any codes, and they obviously don't have a fingerprint that would work. So it's great at that. And then secondly, say you don't have kids and you just keep your firearm in the drawer next to your bed. Well, I think it cuts down on crimes of opportunity. Say you have somebody working at your house, snooping around, open that drawer and there's a pistol there, and they walk off with it. I think it does a good job of deterring those things too. So whether it be firearms or some money or whatever it is, the way I view these things, I just don't think they are for very secure storage of a firearm. They are for quick access and fending off things like kids and people that are passing through. I just wanted to make that disclaimer of what I think these things are and what they're not. So now on to this safe. I wasn't familiar with the company that reached out to me, but they go by the name Onnais, and it's a decent size. This is the Iron Pro from Onas, and it has the biometric fingerprint and numerical code, and then obviously key access if those both fail. And my experience with biometric safes that I've been using for years now, they're not very reliable, it seems like. And when this was shipped to me, I didn't have high hopes. I'll put it that way. I thought this thing is going to be subpar, is what my first thought was. Since receiving it, I have been testing it, and I kid you not, this is probably the best fingerprint reader I've ever used. It hasn't not worked yet. which is very, very surprising to me because honestly, my experience with biometric safes, the one I currently have, is it's a 50-50 chance that it's going to open up on the first try. So I don't love that about them. This one has worked surprisingly well. But let's take a closer look at it on the tabletop. Okay, so like I said, this is from a company called Onas. They reached out to me, asked me if I'd be interested in doing this. And as I said, I was torn about it, but finally decided, okay, might as well offer the potential for somebody to save a couple bucks. And if you are interested, I have a discount code and it's just The Weapon Collective. Enter that and you will get 5% off. And as I mentioned, this is already a fairly inexpensive safe. So I think it was listed on the site at $100, on sale right now for like 70. So you get 5% off that if you are interested. And if you're not, don't even watch this. No big deal to me. But anyone out there, even if there's one person, I feel like it's worth it to save them a couple dollars. So this is it. And I'm telling you, it has worked every single time without fail. And that is very peculiar in my experience, I'll tell you that. So, works that way, works upside down. The only thing you do have to know is once it's open, you have to give it 1 or 2 seconds to close. And I'll show you what I mean. If you try to close it too early, it will pop back up. So you just have to listen for it to make that locking sound, and then it'll close. And obviously you have a numerical code, but I mean, it's pretty simple. It's a damn safe. But I've been surprised with how well the biometric fingerprint reader works. It is actually never not worked, which is crazy to me. And just by comparison, I want to show you something else that this is the safe that I had already. Now this is a Vaultec safe. Has a lot more bells and whistles, right? It has the same fingerprint reader up here, but then it has a wireless charger, and it has a clock with relative humidity and all sorts of features. But this thing is somewhere around $550. I would say it's better constructed than the Onas, heavier, but for the price of being 5 times or more what this one is, this thing I got, and the whole clock interface burned out almost immediately. Fingerprint reader still works, half the time anyway. And I use it as a charger and to store my everyday carry. As I said, so my kids, I never leave my gun unattended. It's either on me or in here. So it's just one of those things that this one is far more finicky. And I mean, it's no lie about it. It's a nicer safe as far as the bells and whistles and the padded interior and stuff. But it died and quit working, and it was just, I didn't even send it back because it was so frustrating. And what I used it for mainly, like I don't need a clock. I thought it was cool that there was one, but I don't need that. But it is, for what I paid for this, the value in it is just simply not there. I just think I wasted my money on this when something far less expensive would have done the job. And actually the fingerprint reader works far better on the cheaper safe than it does on this. So see the size comparison. This one obviously longer, this one wider. And so that's really it. That's all I wanted to show you. Just that this thing always freaking works. It's pretty unbelievable to me. This one, much more finicky. There you go. It's like you have to have the perfect placement on this one. This one just opens. Okay guys, so that's it. That's taking you through the safe. And I did want to ask you a favor. As this being the first time that I've done something like this and received a product that passes along a discount code to you guys, which once again is The Weapon Collective. Put that in the discount coupon bar and you'll save 5%. My question is, do you guys want me to do this? That's really the main thing that I'm gonna get out of this video. Is this something, depending on the product obviously, but if I get the offer to be sent a product to test and then pass along the potential savings to you guys, is that something that you're interested in, or would you rather just have me not do any of this stuff? Because it really honestly makes no difference to me. So drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys, how you feel about it. I'm very curious to hear the viewer's response to this kind of video. And I mean, who knows what products may come down the road in the future, but I don't want to continue to do it if you guys aren't interested or you don't like the vibe. Just let me know. I would very much appreciate it. And please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for The Weapon Collective, reminding you, keep your weapons collected and keep collecting your weapons. And when you get them, keep them safe. I'll catch you next time.